Hey guys, it's Dale with the insurance. Today we're talking about an article that, it's chock full with information. And if you're thinking about going into real estate, or let's say you own one property already, you can, you will find this article absolutely valuable. Title of the article is Does a landlord policy cover tenant damage? Right? Pretty straightforward question, but like I said, there's a lot of additional material that's kind of covered in this article. To answer the question directly, typically yes, it does cover tenants damages, right? There are, and like most things, it's not black and white. There's some instances where tenants damage isn't covered by your landlord insurance policy, and we'll go through that in a second. But the traditional kind of landlord insurance policy, it lines up almost perfectly with the homeowner's insurance policy, where it provides you coverage for the property, right? And surrounding properties, right? Like the garage or anything like that. It also provides liability coverage if you're sued or have to go to court, or God forbid, you you have to actually pay, right? In court, you have to the judge finds you guilty, and you have to pay a tenant or whomever ended up suing you a sum of money. That would be covered as well. What is not covered, and it's very intuitive, is that there's no content coverage, right? Because you're a landlord, you're not, in this case, if you, obviously you can own and operate a multi-unit building, but typically landlord insurance, you're not living in that building, you don't have any contents in that building, so there's no contents coverage for the landlord insurance, right? Obviously, if you're living in the building, then you need to get renter's insurance. Renter's insurance will cover the contents. And that actually leads into an instance in which landlord insurance would not cover damage done by the tenant, right? So like there's several great examples within the article. One of the examples, which happens more often than we would like to see, but a tenant mistakenly starts a fire, right? Happens quite often. Your landlord insurance would certainly cover any damage from that fire, right? Any resulting damage from that fire. But if said tenant came to you and said, hey, I had $10,000 worth of jewelry that was damaged, right? Or such and such sofa, clothing, things like that, your landlord policy would not cover that, right? They needed kind of a renter's policy to cover their content within your home, right? The property you're renting out. One incredible thing that this article touches on is kind of intentional damages caused by tenants, right? This is something that that's not really spoken about often, because obviously, as a landlord, if you do have to part ways with a tenant, you want it to be as frictionless as possible, right? As nice as possible. Does not always happen, right? Some tenants are angry at it being asked to not renew, or that you have to look for a new place to stay, in which case they could try to harm you via your property, right? Whether it be performing vandalism, right, or trying to flood the apartment or the home, just any type of damage that may ruin your property, right? So and this is where you have to check. You really have to check your landlord's policy. Some policies actually exclude intentional damage, right, from a tenant, or they may even exclude it, kind of intentional damage, within 10 days of eviction, or vacancy, right? Things like that. So make sure you look at your landlord's policy, and if that exclusion is there, ask them, for one, ask them, can it be kind of endorsed to add that coverage back, right? They may want a price, they may want a fee for it, but it's something that you really, really should think about adding back in, or just go with the company that already covers you there, right? And then the other good aspect of this article is we just came out of COVID. There was a moratorium. You could not evict anyone just about anywhere in the U.S. And before up to 60 days, if you have a squatter being someone who you've asked to leave your property to evict and they're still there, or some random person who's just moved into your property while you have been trying to rent it out. If it's been under 60 days in terms of vacancy, any damage to that property would be covered, okay? Just keep this in mind. Day 61, it's been vacant for 61 days, damage not covered, okay? That's also a clause that's embedded in most landlord insurance policies. So there you have it. Once again, that's just a snapshot of the material that's kind of jammed into this good article. So once again, if you are thinking about going into kind of real estate, please read this article. It's chock full of information. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. We'll chat next week. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. And if you really liked it, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We love hearing from you. We love hearing from our viewers. So be sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts on this video, and we'll see you in the next one.